Devolution Conference. The 7th Devolution Conference enters day 2 as various leaders and stakeholders discuss the drought situation in the country. Led by CJ Martha Koome, the leaders have urged the counties to move up with speed to put in place measures and policies to mitigate the impact of COVID, the climate change in the country and in communities. This comes after President Uhuru Kenyatta declared drought a national disaster in the country, with more than 20 counties so far affected by drought due to the delayed short and long rains. Apollo James with more.
Chief Justice Martha Koome, on the second day of the Devolution Conference held in wartime Makueni County, has called on the county governments to set policies and measures to mitigate the rising demands of climate change that in turn affects food production and availability, access, quality, utilization and stability of food systems.
In the sphere of agriculture, field crop agricultural production and the effects of drought on animal husbandry will expose the country to food insecurity and increased risk of malnutrition, increased food prices and incidences of starvation.
She further added that climate change is likely to have a drastic impact on healthcare, and this imposes an obligation on the county governments to strengthen the primary healthcare system as a response to its health impacts.
Time is not on our side. We are running towards the possibility of being caught and prepared. Thus, both the national and county governments ought to make serious efforts to prepare for this looming threat to us and to our future generations.
On the other hand, the government assures Kenyans that it will continue to monitor the current food stocks as the ongoing drought continues to affect various parts of the country.
Recently, the National Assembly has also passed a bill to set up National Emergency Drought Fund, which there's a proposal to put up 2 billion in National Emergency Drought Fund in terms of dealing with emergencies in this area.
The government continues to receive massive support from international partners through a multi-agency approach put in place to support the persons affected by drought in the country through the provision of relief food, water tracking, and livestock offtake.
As you know, of course, we have not been able to set up the compensation fund in Glasgow that would compensate the developing countries for the negative climate change produced by the developed countries. We will not name those countries, we all know them.
And when it's all said and done, county governments have heavy responsibilities to make this happen by not only adopting these policies of mitigation, but also ensuring to save the health sector, bring food security, and reduce risk of malnutrition. Apollo James, Switch Television.